I grew up in a Christian family. I went to church every Sunday, sometimes twice a day. There was a running joke in our family that we were at the church more than we were at home. Usually about 6 days out of 7 we were at the church. There was a Bible camp that we also used to go to every summer. I'd say my main focus for God was looking forward to in the summer times where we went to the Bible camps. I'd say that's when I kind of came to know God better because it was all my own peers around me. It was a comfortable atmosphere. So about 8 years ago, we moved from Cape Breton up to Halifax. I'd say that's when my life kind of took a turn. Found a church, felt that's where I needed to be at the time. But a few years ago, I actually met a man. We were engaged, prayed together, went to church together, everything. Thought he was the perfect man. We were in a relationship for about 1.5 to 2 years, almost. About 4 months before the wedding, we actually had a huge fight. He was getting extremely angry. He was very distant with our families. He became more mentally abusive than anything, and I didn't want that to be my life for the rest of my life. So when this big fight happened, I realized I needed to get out. So, like I said, 4 months before the wedding, I called it off. That was a changing point for me. It was one of my lowest times in my life. Started drinking heavily, partying, walked away from church, walked away from God, everything. And then it was the night before launching service. And out of nowhere, my sister and I went, let's go, let's check it out, let's see what it's about, as we were both heavily into the party scene. The first Sunday walking in, I was very nervous. I didn't want to be judged or criticized for my past or my current at that time. Walking in, I didn't feel all eyes on me, judging or wondering where I came from. They wanted sincerely to know what was going on in my life, not just surface talk. Halfway through the service, this guilt that I was carrying for so many years just released off of me. I felt the weight of the world off of my shoulders that day. It was a great experience. Next thing I know, every Sunday I was looking forward to going to church. I was up extra early. Every time there was a meeting or an event, I was there. I knew Nova was my new family, and that's where I'm supposed to be. So on a Sunday morning, when Mike introduced that he was doing a missions team, I instantly knew I was supposed to be on that team no matter where they're going, what they were doing. I knew I just had to do it. And once the trip finally came, I wasn't sure if the missions trip was more for me going down and helping the Dominican people with what they needed, or if it was for Dominican help me. I wasn't sure if their lives were going to change or if they were going to change mine. I think it was a little bit of both. It's definitely changed my life for the better, and moving on, I'm very excited to see what God has in store.